Assalamualaikum and hello to my beloved Dr. Wan Nurul Karimah and my fellow peers. I am Muhammad Amiruddin bin Muhammad Kamaluddin with the matrix number AP210211. We are from Group 2 and today we will be presenting about our findings about the company Merck. So without further ado, let's get the ball rolling. So before we start, this is our group members. Okay, so now let's briefly start with the introduction. Now, Merck is originally known as AP Moller Maersk. It is a company based on Denmark. Maersk is a global leader in integrated container logistics, operating in 130 countries and employing over 80,000 people. With a strong focus on sustainability and innovation, Maersk provides end-to-end solutions for businesses worldwide, driving trades and enabling growth. Whether it's shipping, logistics, or offshore energy, Merck's commitment to excellence and customer-centric approach sets it apart in the industry. Now, in this presentation, we will explore the logistic practices that they apply, their sustainability practices, and some recommendations to improve their logistic activities. So that will be all for the introduction.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Yusri bin Shoaib with matrix number AP10053. Now, I will continue our group presentation with inbound and outbound transportation. So, for the inbound transportation known as the process of bringing supplier and other items into a business. Related to the case study, Mars, a global shipping and logistics company, operates a complex network to facilitate inbound transportation. Mars arranged the pickup and delivery of commodities in cooperation with manufacturers, suppliers, and companies all around the world. Mars used various types of transportation. For instance, Mars used ocean transport such as ship, inland service such as truck, rail, or barge, air freight depending on the urgency of the cargo. In addition to handling custom clearance, Mars made sure that all paperwork related to entrance into the destination country is precise and comprehensive, including custom paperwork and compliance requirements. Next, we go to the outbound transportation. So, outbound transportation focus on the demand side of the supply-demand equation. Related to the case study, Mars collaborate with other companies to organize and oversee the transportation of commodities from their place of origin. This entails planning the product pickup from production plants or warehouse. Mars also determine the most efficient shipping routes and modes of transportation based on factors like cost, time, and the nature of the goods being shipped in terms of optimize the routes. In order to ensure their goods and transport arrive in good conditions, must ensure appropriate packaging and handling when loading goods onto containers and boats. So, in conclusion, both types of transportation are important for Mars. However, when considering the best practices of Mars, their outbound transportation strategies stand out prominently in terms of innovation and impact. It is because the efficiency in supply chain management, digitalization, and customer-centric solution, innovative shipping solution, and environmental considerations. By continuously improving their outbound transportation practices, Mars demonstrates their commitment to innovation, customer satisfaction, and environmental responsibility, thereby solidifying their position as a leader in global logistics and shipping. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Good morning, Doctor. I'm Chong Wei Lun. I will present the warehouse management. First, warehouse service must has advanced technology such as automated guide vehicles, AGVs, and automated sorters and hyper system. This enable efficient operation and streamline processes. The distribution service, included the distribution center near major ports and handle shipment quickly and offer the flexible delivery option for a variety of shipment, size, and destination. For the value add service, they provide value add service tailored to the specific shipment, such as the shipment sorting, scanning, labeling, kitting, repackaging, and the quality control, reporting, ballot, logistic, and the returns solution, and more. Next is the global coverage. They boost a global network of the facilities strategically positioned to handle the supply chains worldwide because it has more than 450 warehouse facilities around the world and cover more than 50 countries. That's all from my part. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Zadina Yuliani binti Swandi. My matrix number AP210401. So next, I will present about the outsourcing. So what does it mean by outsourcing? Outsourcing is basically when the company hire the another party to help them fulfill the task and including the business strategy. So when we talk about outsourcing, there's related to the logistic activity. So one of the company that we have chosen is MERS. Why we choose MERS? Because MERS, the major business that they do is container shipping and provide the logistic services. So when we talk about the outsourcing, there's a lot of partner logistic, but then I will talk about 3 partner logistic, which is we have 3PL, 4PL, and 5PL. So first, I will talk about 3PL. So 3PL is basically a contract logistic that this 3PL will manage the inventory, the packaging, and consolidate the shipment. And this will manage multiple carriers as MERS too. So this 3PL will focus more to order fulfillment and distribution and warehousing. So it's different between 4PL, while 4PL is more to provide the services. So they have a difference between 3PL and 4PL. 3PL has their own asset, which is they have truck and warehouse, but then 4PL there's non-asset base, which is they have provide more to the entire supply chain. So this will help to maintaining control the management of supply chain. But then there's a different that compared to 5PL. 5PL is more we call as optimizers. Well, optimizers because this 5PL will manage both 3PL and 4PL. Then this will optimize the supply chain networks. So when we talk about networks, it is related to the e-commerce. So when we talk about e-commerce, there's a lot of logistic activities and demand on that. Okay, so I just talk about both that 3PL, which is 3PL, 4PL, and 5PL. So I will recommend the best practices for MERS too. MERS already do the 4PL activities, but then this will be better if MERS will do 5PL, which is 5PL is give more benefit and advantage to the MERS, because when we talk about e-commerce, is followed by this era that in the business world they have widely known as e-commerce. Then it will optimize the both profit and will manage, and 5PL will manage from the start and to the end of the activity that related to the logistic activity, which is including the shipment, delivery, and so on. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Vaishnavi Kunalan and my matrix number is AP210195. So the next part I'm going to talk about is green logistics and sustainability. So the first point is Musk has pledged to reach net zero emission by the year of 2040. There are a lot of obstacles to overcome, such as lack of policy agreements, uneven playing field worldwide, and unpredictability in the IMO talks over the important regulatory issue. But Musk has decided that these obstacles should not be allowed to impede the achievement of the substantial advancement. The next point is Mars' largest direct source of greenhouse gas, GHG. Pollution comes from its ocean business. Cutting down on carbon pollution can be done in two main ways. One is by using less fuel and also moving to green fuels. Mars does this by optimizing the fleet and the network by using bigger and more efficient ships and making the network work better by increasing the port output and lowering the time for the ships to wait. So the next point is, it is also possible for Mars to change things about its ships like the bow and the weight move, which would help it use less energy and emit less greenhouse gas. So Mars actually was the first container shipping company that to order green methanol enabled ships in 2021. They did this to show that industry that there is a need for green marine fuel and encourage more production. The next point is, there are three types of fuel that Mars want to use most for the green shipping are biodiesel, green methanol and green ammonia. So Musk will only use biodiesel from the second generation. As for green methanol, it can be either made from methanol made from plants, sustainable plants, or e-methanol made from renewable energy and biogenic CO2. And as for ammonia, it's actually very dangerous to the environment, people's health and also ship, which is why they need to find a way to store it and oversee it. The next point is, one of the best practices that Musk has made it clear is that it wants to have no emission at all by 2040, and they are actually really committed in order to reduce carbon pollution. And also Musk best practice is also they are trying to use the options that are already out there instead of finding new options. So they are using the old options. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nuraina Safia bin Razali with the matrix number of AP210052, and I'll be presenting on the SWOT analysis of Maersk Company. So SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. It helps a company in making a decision effectively. Without further ado, let's go through one by one. So firstly, on strengths. Other than shipping and logistics, Maersk had merged in vast businesses such as drilling, tankers, oil and gas, and supply services. In terms of strong legacy and global network, Maersk has spanned more than 120 countries and gathered around 80,000 workers worldwide. Next, on weaknesses, Maersk has high attrition rate in workforce, whereas they spend significantly more on employee training. The challenges would be the worker that did not match the culture will be depart. Next, Maersk invests less in R&D to give a mature market image. This will limit the ability to compete innovatively. On top of that, Maersk are not that successful in a distinct of work culture that includes a lack of clear blueprints, excessive static. In opportunities, Maersk were enhanced by technological advancements as they position in line with the trend that declaring a goal and vision in emerging sustainable technology. Maersk have the opportunity in attracting new customers to expand the market share in economic development. Meanwhile, in geographical expansion, Maersk is increasing its foothold in Latin America by improving around 195,000 square meters of warehouse space. Lastly, in threats, Maersk has got intense competition which results in decreasing effect of profitability and overall sales. Maersk have been criticized by US government for their labor practices by filing false claims to the US government that has to pay around $31.9 million allegations. Lastly, Maersk have to bear on high production expenses in terms of produces power and gas on a sustainable basis. That's all from me. I'll pass to the next presenter.
My name is Ng Wei Ting. Now I want to discuss about the challenge. The first challenge is route optimizations. Route curves, traffic jams, and last-minute order modifications are few examples of route optimizations. Route optimizations will cause more expensive fuels, longer delivery times, and greater emissions. And this will cause missed delivery windows, delayed shipments, higher labor expenses, and other operational expenses. For the second point is visibility and trackings. This will cause difficult to determine the present locations of customers, and this will cause a longer delivery times and will reduce the customer certifications. And for the third point is inventory management. For the inventory management will cause surplus inventory stock out and higher carrying expenses, and this will cause unable to fulfill customers' orders. High carrying costs will also cause a business less profitable. For the last point is environment sustainability, greenhouse effects. Carbon footprint of road transport and other pollutions related to air and land transport. Solid waste and sewage from ships are dumped into the seas and causes damaged ecosystems. And for the second point is non-renewables natural resources. EV are still far from carbon dioxide emissions, which require large cargoes or container ships. And for the second, shipping uses a lot of disposable items and end up into dustbin.
Okay, now let's move on to some recommendations that Maersk can use to improve their logistic activities. So number one would be making use of advanced data analytics. Now, by leveraging advanced data analytics, Maersk can gain valuable insights into their logistics operations, including route optimizations, demand forecasting, and resource allocation. This can lead to more efficient processes, cost savings, and improved decision making. Number two would be investing in sustainability activities. Now, by prioritizing sustainability initiatives such as alternative fuel source, energy efficient technologies, and eco-friendly practices, can not only reduce the company's environmental impact but also enhance its brand reputation and appeal to environmentally conscious customers. Next would be improving collaboration. Now, by strengthening collaboration with supply chain partners, port facilities, and other stakeholders, they can streamline their logistic operations, reduce delays, and enhance overall reliability. Open communication and coordinating efforts can lead to smoother and more efficient processes. And lastly would be exploring robotics and automation. Now, by embracing robotics and automation technologies for tasks such as loading and unloading, inventory management, and warehousing, they can increase efficiency, reduce human error, and many more. So they can also free up human labor for many complex or strategy roles within the logistic process. So this can lead to improved speed and accuracy in handling goods and overall operational efficiency. So that will be all for the recommendations. So in conclusion, Maersk's dedication to sustainable, efficient, and innovative container logistics solutions has positioned it as a key player in the global trade. With a focus on driving growth and delivering exceptional customer service, Maersk continues to set a new industry standards and shape the future of international commerce. As businesses and industries evolve, Maersk remains committed and provide reliable and comprehensive solutions that meet the diverse needs of its customers worldwide. So that will be all for our presentation. We are from Group 2. Thank you so much for your time, Doctor.